is so high. I mean, we got like, I've got, the consumer electronics, I've got like 12,000 links on consumer electronics because of videos I've done. People have taken that video and then put it over on their sites. Notaspringchick has over 2 million links on gifting suites. It's all because our videos are allowed, when we load up a video to any of the sites that we load, we do have like 8 or 9 sites that they go to. Some sites are limited, like only 1 video a day that we can put up because it eats the bandwidth, and others we can do 5 a day and such. But it has a section. Do you want to be able to have other people to copy it or not copy it? The ones that you mark don't copy always have higher hit totals than ours do, all of them.
Yeah. Because
the only place you can see it is there, because you can copy it if you have the proper capability, proper software. You can download it, but it's not as good a quality as what it would be if you wanted to get ours. We also put ours up a lot. I try as often as I can, if it's a short video, to put it up in high definition, and people really don't like high definition because it takes ungodly long to download. So, but the advertisers can't figure out. Like I said, well, this is just a gobbledygook mishmash of how in the world do we tell the people that are giving us money that anybody's watching something? Well, if you've got 100,000, links to a video, those are 100,000 people that are watching something.
Well, see, so for example, if you have one video up and there's like 5,000, 10,000 views, we're going to use that. Yeah. It's easy just to look at that one video. But if you have to look at across the board, maybe there's 10,000, but it's spread out among just a bunch of different links. It's harder to quantify it. Part of it is by spreading it out. For example, Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
How many totals do we have?
I think it's like 1 million. We got 15 seconds of Flavor Flav, which would know, and this, a picture of him walking by with Bridget Nielsen. 1.2 million hits so far on that. That's 1.2 million links. That's not hits, links.
And that was something that you looked at.
Hits it had about 10,000 hits.
1.2 million links. Oh, 10,000 links. 10,000 hits on ours. 10,000
hits on ours. 1.2 million links to it altogether.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. I mean, we'll see. Okay, we're on. We also tend to be moved around on the sites that we're on. Sometimes we're over with the Playboy people. Sometimes we're with the news people. Sometimes we're with the auto people. And you also have to think of that, because that's also a different measurement. Because when they move you around, like I said, it drives the advertising people totally crazy.
It drives them totally crazy.
This is why 2 weeks ago they declared the internet was dead, because no one in their right mind is going to invest in something they can't figure out how to monetize. We can. We know the secret. We're going to keep telling you. It's the bloody biggest library in the history of the world. And think of it as a library.
Well, because, for example, when we post the videos, there's some videos we know that are archival, that over time they're going to get a lot more hits. And some of them are initially just for the beginning.
Yeah, because now what we do to help monetize things is we do things that we know. Okay, like some of the swimsuit stuff we've done is strictly done.
It's strictly for ratings.
It's strictly for ratings. That's
and to get attention. We will tell you that one.
We will tell you. That's one way to do it. And others are really big. Okay, we've got, I don't know, like 50, 60 pieces from the gifting suites or something.
But see, part of it is that the one spot that we do with the bikini that gets a lot of hits, it affects the other videos around it.
They look at that because a lot of, some sites are picture driven. Some sites are header driven, some types are body driven, and some sites are keyword driven. And you have to place on the sites exactly what that site does.
And part of it is because we post to different sites and we look at the totals. Some sites seem to be more archival than others.
That's right.
Right?
Because
and some give us the bigger bang up front.
We'll guarantee you that we have, we've got like 2,000 videos that are there that basically aren't there, that are ringing up a tremendous amount of hits because they're not, what it is they archive them in the archives, but they're still available on the internet, and they're clinging up, 10, 20,000 hits a day.
But here's one of the things that we can tell you, which actually for advertising and for companies is probably one of the most valuable things, is test marketing, because through the internet, you can have it can be archival or it can be instantaneous.
Right.
You actually have a better idea of the popularity.
Yeah.
For example, Watchmen.
Oh,
remember?
Watchmen, they thought was going to be a
They
big
thought it was
hit.
huge.
But we knew that it was going to be a dud because we did a whole thing based, because, we
It was
had,
at one of the Spike events.
yeah, we were one of the Spike events. It died at the Spike event. Plus, we have press credentials for the companies that were involved with it. We put the stuff out that we were given from them. We put the stuff out that we did for Spike, and we didn't get more than 100 total hits since the first day that was put out till the day. No one wanted it.
So part of it is, as a company, it's really valuable because, I mean, a lot of companies do things like focus group. You have a small group of people, you show them something, you find out how likely they are to buy it, you show them some advertising, see what their perspective changes. But part of it is, if you do it with the internet, you really can test the popularity.
It is the greatest device ever created for self-promotion in the history of the world. The problem comes is when you pay somebody else to do the promotion for you, then it might become cost prohibitive. But when all you have to do, okay, I don't know, but it's just like here. That now is that's how advertisers can get hold of people, basically indirectly, because advertisers.
Part of it is, go ahead.
But they're using Twitter now. They're telling people of promotions they have on Twitter.
Well, one of the best examples is how we see like the ice cream truck does it.
Yeah.
Where they tell people, okay, we're at this spot today, so people know, when they're in their offices when the ice cream truck is coming, or when the road coach or whoever is coming.
Okay, we were at iStage last year in Las Vegas, which we got to get the credential thing to go next year. Actually, we hope to have a product of our own available for this year, but we were there, and they had a gentleman that was talking about on your cell phone, it would tell you if they were having sales in the store, and it would tell you immediately on your cell phone. And basically, everybody laughed at that last year. Everybody laughed at it last year. Now, what are they doing with the cell phone now?
Yeah, it's location-based advertising. Actually, I'd seen it like probably 3 years ago from a company from Europe, and I thought it was a great idea. Didn't see anything over here, but it's because your cell phone has a GPS. It's a location-based advertising.
They can tell where you're at. They can hit you, and Twitter has made it ungodly simple for them. They couldn't figure out how they could do something last year because nobody wanted to be bothered on their cell phone. They did not want to be bothered on their cell phone. So that got basically we went to lunch. That was not a very popular thing. We went out to dinner. That was not a very popular thing. 1 year later, that poor guy has got everybody in the whole world is using his idea.
Well, and I think a lot of it has to do with because the kids are doing more text messaging, right? And the Twitter and all those things. So they make it easier because before people didn't want maybe the text messages because it cost them every single time. Now they're doing text message packages. They don't care. Send it to them.
Text message package. Plus, this cell phone here, which is an LG Xeon, which we've done a review on, which I continually want to call the Neon because
Xenon.
The Xenon is the same as the Neon. It's just a different name. They're really the same thing, but this one comes with an internet package, and the internet package connection. They also have a Twitter connection directly from your internet. So there is no need of having the unlimited, which is limited text message thing because you just go directly to the internet and go directly to. We put up things from things we went. Yesterday when we were disappointed, at that there was no surfing thing.
We were disappointed about the U.S. Open of surfing because we had been reading about that they were expecting like 500,000 to 1 million people.
Yeah.
Over a spread of 7 days, and we thought, well, we'll go on the low days, we'll do this and we'll do that.
Low days with nobody parking.
One of the things that did help with us is that
we were twittered in advance that a lot of the people weren't going to be there because it wasn't going to make up that much money for them.
So we were expecting the attendance to be down. Nowhere near what it down as hard. I can let you go. Keep it close for you.